Hey everybody, this is Hala, and we're about to do a really short yoga practice that can help if you're feeling anxious. Now, different things work for anxiety, and so I want you to try some of these poses. Notice the ones that work for you, and you can always pause the video and hang out in those poses. And notice the ones that don't. Don't force yourself to do them. This specific sequence is focused on grounding and finding solidity in the body. So first thing is I want you to find a comfortable seated position. You can be in a chair or you can be sitting like I'm sitting. And go ahead and just look around the room that you're in and let your head move when you do that. Take in the colors and the textures. If you're at home, don't look at the stuff you want to clean up, all right? Colors and textures. And just track your body. If by doing this you take a deep breath, you know that this orienting exercise is useful. And then when you're ready, you can either close your eyes or just soften your gaze. And I want you to notice what you're feeling right now. Where are the sensations? Do you feel it in your chest, in your gut, in your belly? We're gonna go right to finding some grounding, okay? So actually I'm gonna invite you to open your eyes if you closed them, all right? Take your hands and we're gonna squeeze up and down the arms. So this first exercise is about feeling containment or solidity in the body. What I want you to track in your body is, does this work? Does your breathing free up a little bit? Does something settle? Even if it's really subtle, okay? We're not gonna clear this up right away really quickly. It'll happen slowly. So I notice in my body when I get to here, I take a spontaneous deep breath. Notice what happens in your body. It's gonna be different than mine. And then place your hands on your thighs or on your knees. And I want you to bring your attention to whatever parts of your body are touching the ground or touching the chair that you're in. This is a way to feel grounded. And when we're anxious, we are not grounded. We usually feel like we're floating or things are erratic. We want to find solid ground beneath us. And if you can't find it right now because you're super anxious, that's okay. Just notice that. Trying to run away from our anxiety only makes it worse. When we can get grounded, we can start to tolerate some of those sensations and then let them go. So from here, grounding down, and I like to push into my hands a little bit. I want you to take 2 deep breaths. Take 1 more breath and then give it a sound. Now we'll take a simple side stretch. You're gonna take your right hand either to the floor or to a block. And if you're in a chair, you can just bring your right hand to your thigh. Left arm is gonna come up. Now remember, we wanna stay grounded, so keep your sit bones on the floor as you extend to the side a little bit. Try to take a breath here. You'll feel an opening potentially in the left side. And then take your top arm up and back a little and let your head go. Take 1 more deep breath here. Move the head as you like. Extend the arm over the ear. 1 more stretch. Deep breath. And then slowly come on up. And just notice if there's any release in the left side of your body. What we want to do is look for any signs that we're getting better. When we're anxious, we become hypervigilant for signs that something is bad. So we don't want to deny that, but look for anything that's settling. Let's go to the other side. Left hand to the floor or block, right arm comes up. And then again, root down through your sit bones and find some extension here. Take the top arm up, let it go back a little, let your head go. We carry a lot of tension in the neck, so breathe into the sensations that emerge here, moving your head a little bit. And then 1 more time, reach the arm over the ear, another deep breath. And then slowly come on up. See what your body spontaneously wants to do. Shoulders might want to roll back. You might want to shake it out a little bit. We're going to do 2 more poses here. And again, notice what works in your body. We're going to come into child's pose. So you'll come onto hands and knees, separate your knees and sit back. You can always put a pillow or a towel behind your knees. First stage is to be on your elbows. And then I want you to notice, if you let your head drop, does that work in your body? Does your anxiety lower a little bit? If it does, hang out here. If this raises your anxiety, notice if looking forward a little bit helps. So wherever you're going to choose to be, let's hang out for a few breaths. Some of you might enjoy letting the head drop, or even taking your block and putting your forehead on your block. Notice if you want your eyes to be opened or closed. And then I want you to look for anything that begins to settle in your body. For some of us, this forward bend can feel protective, containing. Notice if you can let your belly soften a little bit, what your breathing is like. And also, feel the earth beneath you. Feel how you can ground here through your arms. One more really deep breath here. Sigh it out. And then slowly come on up. We're going to do one more pose that can help with grounding. We're going to come onto hands and knees. Now you might start to feel grounded through your hands. And we'll take a few breaths here. This is called cat-cow. As you inhale, arch the spine a little bit. And as you exhale, round. Do a few of these. And sometimes this dynamic movement can help us start to feel a sense of flow in our bodies when maybe we don't feel this flow in life. Can we trust this rhythm of inhale to exhale, back to inhale again? Let's do 2 more. Make sure you're going at a pace that feels right for you. Good. And then you might consider sitting back into child's pose for a little bit. And when you're ready, we'll come back up to a seated position. And I want you to check in. So find that comfortable seated position. And then notice if you want to have your eyes open or closed. And I want you to just look for anything that feels different or a little bit better. Again, you still might be feeling signs of anxiety, but the inquiry is, what else do you notice? Can you feel grounded as you notice the sensations? Has anything released in your neck? Or do you feel the same? No judgment. If the breath feels available to you, let's take a few deep breaths together. And then if you'd like, place your hands on your body, maybe one hand on your heart or one hand on your belly, or any place that feels like it needs a little support. Notice the contact. And take one more deep breath. Thank you.